Welcome to the Texas Gravel and Cyclocross Happy Hour. My name is Brett Kinsey. I'm the race director for Capital City Racing. We are excited to have everybody here. Feel free to text in. If you've already got an account set up, you can text in your comments. We want to hear about what you're drinking tonight. We want to hear your dumb jokes, dad jokes. Are there such a thing as mom jokes? I don't know. Snarky comments. I'm pretty excited about our guest we'll be introducing. But in the meantime, just one real quick thing I want to do is big shout out Austin Eastsiders. That's going to be what I'm starting off with tonight. This is the Watermelon Cider. Most of y'all were supposed to be having this at our next gravel event, which, hey, it's postponed. But we're bringing those on. If I get super brave, I don't know about this, but I suspect, my neighbor gave this to me, and I suspect that that's not Royal Crown. Just because it's Triple Crown doesn't mean that it's 3. So without further ado, hello everybody, and let's start with our first guest. Let's do ladies first because, you know, that's just the way we roll around here. This is one of our favorite ladies in Texas. She rolls mountain bike. She does cyclocross very well. And please put your internet hands together for Miss Leslie Ruda. How are you doing?
Hello, very good. I'm very excited to be here.
Welcome. So are you
I feel
still
like I was just here.
Yeah. Are you still high?
Yeah, no, I don't frequent those stores.
No, but you're up high right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm still very high. It's very
You're
nice
at elevation.
Yeah.
So how's the weather up there?
Amazing. Sorry to tell you.
And you're getting lots of exercise. You're getting your altitude training.
Lots of hikes, lots of bikes, lots of nice. What's amazing to me is it's 54 degrees right now, and it's beautiful. You know, and it's 54 degrees in Austin, you're freezing your ass off. And I don't even want to go biking if it's below 50.
Yeah.
You know, and 54 is like perfect. It's so dry. I love it.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, we're missing you down here in Texas, but glad that you're having a good one. I see that somebody just popped in. Let's get our next person going here. He's the next host. He's the single speeder with the mostest. And yeah, he's one of our Texas favorites as well. Another internet hands together for Mr. Austin Walker. How you doing, brother?
Doing well.
What's the word?
You know, just had the senior parade today for my daughter. So soon to be the empty nest.
Oh, you need a dog.
Oh, we've got a dog. He's
you need another dog.
Yeah, come get
They're
that one.
so annoying.
We do. We do.
Leslie, I forgot to ask you, what are you drinking this evening?
Well, I have something special tonight.
Sure.
So it's vodka with a cucumber lime mixer.
Sweet.
And it looks like water.
Nice. Mr. Austin, what are you partaking this evening?
Tonight is a Austin Beer Works
Boom.
little Bloodwork Orange.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's tasty.
I like that one.
Yeah, we do like that one. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, let's jump in with our next favorite rider. He does gravel, he does mountain bike. Gosh, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if he does unicycle as well. Put your internet hands together and help me welcome Mr. Johnny Moto himself, John Russell.
What up?
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Very good.
Yeah. Good to see you guys.
I was thinking of you the other day. I did this ride over in Avon, and it's a bitch to get up, but it's called Lee's Way Down. It's so much fun. It's total like if you were to pay to do a mountain bike course in one of the big ski areas, and it's total jumps and
oh man.
And it's like 2 miles downhill straight. I mean, my triceps were burning. I'm like, where's Johnny when I need him?
Oh man.
Like, you would love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm hearing some thunder in the background. I don't know if South Austin's about to get it.
It's starting to hit. here.
If you're living in Fredericksburg, whoever our viewers are in Fredericksburg, I'm just really
Yeah.
sorry because it looks like y'all are just about getting hammered. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm really excited about this guest tonight that we've got. This is our favorite
Heck yeah.
Texas
that?
expat. He's a ginger. I'm pretty sure he rides everything, and I'm actually kind of fascinated because I want to find out if he's got a favorite. I think I know the answer to that, but maybe I don't. So I'm really excited. Let's all welcome Mr. Adam Pellerin from
Yay!
Salt Lake City. How you doing, my friend?
What
I'm
up,
doing
buddy?
great, y'all.
I don't know what's got a little bit more excitement in it, your hair or Austin's beard. This could be a tight one.
We're about equal.
So how you doing tonight, Adam?
I'm doing great, man. It was a
Sweet.
long day, and I'm all clocked out and.
Boom. So are you partaking? Yeah.
Here we go.
What do we got?
We need it.
You
Yeah.
need to pack it out.
Is that a 40?
Oh, looks good.
Is that a 40?
It is not, but I'm actually
In a can?
out of the pint glass.
Right on.
Local Salt Lake beer, and it's you can tell because it's under anything over 5%, and they don't let it in the state. That's not entirely true, but it's basically true.
So I'm curious, everybody. Y'all been getting some rides in the mountains, in the flats of Texas, or Salt Lake, someplace? What? Tell me, y'all been riding this week?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I switched out the suspension fork to rigid, and I've been playing on that. It's been kind of fun. Also makes me go, maybe I need a bike with dual suspension and gears.
Austin, you talking?
Yeah,
That's not a wrong answer. Wow.
You going full rigid on the Stella now?
Yeah,
Gnarly.
just on the South Trail so far.
All right.
It's a learning experience.
We missed you Saturday on the Greenbelt.
No, you didn't. I
to
saw
go,
that
Jim.
invite. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
It was fun.
Too funny.
Thanks for Jim. I missed your draft.
Yeah. So Adam, I'm really curious. What is your favorite riding? Because I know you do cross and you do that with a lot of flair and do it very well. I've seen you on mountain bike. I've seen you at Alley Cats. So if you had to pick your favorite baby, what's your favorite?
Man, if I could only have one bike, it would be a 26-inch dirt jumper. Honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I need something that I can take to the skate park and manual around on, and also commute to work on. And honestly, if I had a 26-inch dirt jumper and it was my only bike, I'd take it on mountain bike trails too.
Yeah.
And
Sweet.
I've been riding a whole bunch of BMX lately, just curb dogging, curb cuts, and bunny hopping speed bumps and stuff. And it's just been a blast, man.
That sounds like a great way for me to break my other collarbone.
They've seen some shit.
So when I was digging up some photos,
to say things.
say again?
Am I allowed to? Am I gonna get censored?
No.
No.
This is not a child-friendly show.
Well, Brett's girls may be listening, but I'm sure they've heard it all.
Yeah. I worked the volunteer booth, or the volunteer registration at cross races with them. They've seen some shit for sure.
Looks like we might have Tony in the house.
Yeah.
He's going to give
Tony.
you a cap.
Yeah.
A little Team IPA
Tony
cap.
from Team IPA. So, Adam, you helped form Phenom. Do I have that right?
No,
the first members.
I raced on Phenom for a little while. Actually, Colin Bromley, so I helped form Troublemaker.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that.
After Phenom, but Colin Bromley, who started Phenom, was actually the person who got me into racing. I met him at the skate park in San Marcos. He rode BMX back then too, and he was like, "Hey man, you ever ride mountain bikes?" And that's how it all kind of started. So yeah, from the skate park to mountain bike races to cross races, and then here I am back at the skate park. But
Wow.
Right on.
yeah.
So when you're skate parking,
helmet tan too. So I.
Oh, wait,
I
let
see
me,
that.
oh, wait, let me give you a solo there. Let's see that again. What do you got?
Nice sunburn.
Ah,
tan.
yeah.
So when you do the skate park, do you do knee pads, elbow pads?
Probably not.
Just like full plate steel.
Steel barrel.
Airbag.
No, I'm totally like the dorky old guy at the skate park. I don't do the elbow and knee pads just because I don't have them.
Yeah.
But I wear like a 3/4 shell helmet, like a ProTech helmet.
Yeah.
And out here, I think the only person I've ever seen wearing a helmet at the skate park. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Wow.
But I
Hey,
mean,
you got to protect that noggin.
yeah, I've hit my head enough times already.
Or at least
feel
to
like
keep
a
the hair
real-
out of your eyes.
All right.
I keep I've got my Wahoo official sweatband for
Yeah.
my trainer sessions. Very choice.
So do you do a trainer on the 26-inch dirt jump bike? Do you have to move everything closer?
If it were my only bike, you'd find me trying to like 180 onto the rollers and stuff.
Right
I would-
on.
yeah.
So you had to leave Texas for a pretty nice little gig. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, man, it's been really cool. Lori Barrett up here is the North American director for Rotor Bike Components. And
Okay.
so actually, we didn't really know each other, but we both knew Wiley.
Yeah.
Wiley, that
Yep.
Wiley bastard. And he kind of put us in touch and brought it together. And I ended up moving out here. So I'm doing the marketing and kind of web stuff for that.
Nice.
So if anybody goes to rotoramerica.com and then asks a question on the web chat, that's me. I put that in my first week there.
Nice.
So, yeah. like-
Everyone go there and type up, "This sucks."
oh yeah, my coworkers, right after I put it in, they trolled it mercilessly. It was like, yeah, I got a lot of like Butts McGee 420s asking questions about, oh, my power meter's broken. It always just reads at 69 no matter what. And it's like, okay, it's you, Joel. I can see you typing.
Shut up, Wiley. Quit complaining.
But yeah, man, that's been great. I get to
So
ride
you
all the demo bikes. So
Yeah. I was going to say. So I imagine you probably get to see all the coolest, newest stuff.
yeah.
Some cool toys. What is the most badass thing you've seen recently with Rotor?
Well, so I've never actually ridden a TT bike, but we just dropped
fine.
a TT group
That's
set. Yeah, I know and a lot of triathletes ride our stuff, but I had never even sat on one until I went to the Ironman World Championships, I guess it is. Yeah, Ironman World Championships in Kona last year, and we launched our TT group, which is the hydraulic 1x13. So it's all click click, and does all shifting and stuff. It's pretty cool, and I've still never ridden one. I've just sat on it and dry shifted.
It's like,
I haven't ridden it, but it's super cool. And then I ride the 1x13 stuff on gravel stuff all the time. So like my coworkers over there have been the kind of riding buddies while we're all like isolating and everything, and we've been getting out enough to give me weird sunburn lines.
So what would I want on my gravel bike? What would be the hottest ticket item for my gravel bike?
Wait, sorry, you cut out for a second. What was that?
Oh, what would be the hot ticket item for my gravel bike? What would I be looking for?
Oh, dude.
Speed.
I mean, either 13 or 1. No. I'm actually I'm looking at building up a Chumbo Terlingua tie pretty soon.
Nice.
I've been thinking about that specifically, and what I'm gonna go with is I've got the idea. So Aldu cranks are like road gravel cranks. It's the ALDHU. They're all Spanish acronyms. None of them make sense at face value, unless you
We're
like.
bilingual around here. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Cerveza.
So oval
So,
ring.
like, yeah. The basically the Aldu, and then there's like a power meter that can plug in and out, and it just like swaps out for a spider called the
Oh,
N-Spider.
that's cool.
And I'm gonna get one of those and then swap it back and forth between my cross country bike and my gravel bike and my road bike if I ever build one of those.
Yeah. Skinny tires, they're overrated, man. That's so yesterday.
Yeah.
So oval rings. I think Rotor has a line of oval rings. Is it all that?
Yeah, I mean, I started out riding them like a long time ago. I used to be pretty good buddies with the Absolute Black rep, Tony Brandaddy.
Tony, I like Tony.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, Tony's a good dude, and so he's the guy who got me on him in the first place, and then I moved over to Rotor because you can change the way that it's clocked. So
Okay.
basically, if anybody remembers BioPace, which God, BioPace was such a
Yeah, old
missed
school.
shot there.
I still have it.
Yeah. Oh man, BioPace fills like every community bike shop giveaway bin across America, probably the world. But basically, they had it like right idea, and it was just oriented wrong. And so Rotor's whole thing is like you can change the way that it's oriented so that you actually are like cranking through the high point in the oval when you're in your power band, and that actually changes based on like if you're riding a road bike or a TT bike, or obviously a mountain bike. So it's like bike geo that goes into it. It gets real nerdy, but
Okay.
I'm already nerded out.
But does it work? Our eyes just glazed over.
there are like white papers with citations and university people and things, and I'm like, I
You
don't
lost me
know.
at oval.
Yeah.
Well, and so actually, I mean, that's it's supposed to be pretty good for mountain bike, gravel, road. I mean, the whole 9 yards. So I've been kind of interested to ask somebody about it because you don't just walk into your local bike shop and they have oval chain rings laying around.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
that's
Brett,
cool.
let me know when you want to try them. I
I might do that.
They're
I might
pretty
do
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so what's everybody been up to this week? Anything fun? Crazy?
Work.
Adam.
Not fun.
Work. Lots of work.
We'll put Adam on the spot.
Yeah.
I went out on took one of my coworkers on his first ever Century without being run over by a car. So
Nice.
That's always fun.
former attempt at a Century, and this guy rides all the time. He just always stops at like 80.
Is it
And
gravel?
oh yeah, significant
Okay.
amount of gravel. And last time we tried, he actually towed me out to a cyclocross race. I think it was my first cyclocross race in Utah, and it was 50 miles north in Ogden. So he towed me out there, and then I raced, and I was going to ride back with him. And halfway through the race, he saw, like, I was just dead. I had nothing. He saw, like, the emptiness in my eyes, and he, like, waved at me from the sidelines. I was like, I'm riding back. Like, okay, I'll find a ride. So he
Thanks,
abandoned me basically 50 miles from home, and then on his way back, got run over by a truck, like
What?
using the speed bump.
Oh,
And the worst part is, he was completely fine. It was this guy's first ever day driving a car. He had bought it that day, and it was like
wow.
some like 19-year-old kid who was just like ran over Joel.
Don't they have a driving test or something? There's no.
Very
I
much.
don't know how it worked. It was just some kid in a car with a whole bunch of people, and that was probably also the last day he was ever allowed to drive a car. Joel turned out fine, and on Memorial Day, We went up and over a mountain pass and then down like in a big loop. Took us on. It ended up only being about probably 30 miles of gravel over 100 miles. But we got
Okay.
A little bit of road.
pass there and back. It sucked. I'm still on cyclocross gearing, so I'm like one by on the bike that I rode. I didn't take one of the demo bikes because I had no idea what would happen on the course of the ride. I was on like a 44 in the front with an 1136 in the rear. My average cadence on the mountain passes was like 40.
Yeah, no doubt.
Would not recommend.
All right.
So the gravel rides are a little harder there than Texas.
I heard there's a little bit of elevation.
Or a little more hills, huh?
A little bit. And Leslie, you're in Colorado?
Yeah, we're in Vail right now.
Cool.
Yeah, so
What do you-
that's I was saying last week. You're either going up or you're going down. There's
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
barely
there's no
anything in
flat.
between. Yeah,
You know, people talk about how great mountains are for training, but it's like half your time is wasted going down roads and stuff if you're trying to do road bike training.
yeah,
Like, mountain bikes are cool, but
True.
yeah. Well, even with a mountain bike, you're climbing for like an hour, and then, like we're saying, that Lee's way down, you're down in like 15 minutes. So, like, you spend all this time climbing up this huge road, and then it's just, no heart rate for like 15 minutes or so because you're just bombing, and yeah. So
I'm curious.
different.
The gravel has got to be pretty good and challenging. Cyclocross. I work pretty hard to try and make a pretty fun cyclocross event. How is it like up that way? What have you seen? And as a follow-up, do they have a bin of costumes that get left at the cyclocross races?
Yeah, let's see it. Oh,
oh man,
That's been in my garage now for I don't know how long. It's been a year, I guess, or something.
it was in my mom's garage for 15 years before that.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. How's that
Uh,
work?
Yeah, man.
I think that's supposed to go down below.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what this is.
Oh yeah, no,
Is that like a hazmat suit or something? Do I need?
I wore that year round.
Okay. Yeah, so I've had this bin of costumes and props in my garage, and I think this is a maid outfit, maybe
Oh
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I won a costume contest with that
a
one.
beer winch outfit. or
Dirt
something.
Derby. I wore that. I won sexiest costume
With this outfit right here.
with that outfit right there. And
Okay.
nothing else. It was just what you see there.
Yep, I'm putting that right back in the box. Not touching that again.
It's a little,
I've seen-
it's a little dirty.
I've seen you primarily undressed on the side of a cyclocross course, and so yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit on in the box now.
Yeah, just think of all those other people that wore it that day,
So,
Doing
so
our-
tell
It's seen the rounds. It's seen the rounds.
so what's it like with some of the cyclocross stuff they got up there?
It's pretty cool. There's a super deep talent pool out here where it's crazy. You'll get these people who just like backcountry ski all winter long and run like ultra marathons for fun, and then are like professional cyclists on the side or something. Like you get these heavy hitters that just come out of the woodworks. So what I'm saying is it was a really hard first cyclocross season. But also, they didn't have costume bins, so I had to bring my own costume.
Yeah.
And
This
Utah,
is for Tony. Tony wanted me to have a hat.
uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this, I've had to work a little bit to bring a little bit of your party spirit to the Utah cyclocross races.
Right on.
And I'm kind of surprised that at no point was I cited or threatened. But,
Are you doing single speed?
so I raced single speed cyclocross world championships this year,
Nice.
which
Nice.
it was my first time doing that. And other than that, I was geared the entire time except for one other race. Mostly because my current cross bike is a Foundry Flyover, and I have beef with chain tensioners. Personally, I have strong opinions, and I think that chain tensioners are whack. And so I had a magic ratio for it, and that magic ratio was like a 3-to-1, and it was a bad time, but it was a good kind of bad time. So I did mostly geared racing this year.
Okay.
So as a geared person, you're not supposed to, be too funny and, too serious.
Oh, all business. All business.
So you wouldn't wear baggies in your cyclocross race, I'm guessing. Now, we had this discussion a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Baggies
only
versus
single
kit.
speeders can do that and get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what about beer hand-ups? Are they doing beer hand-ups out there, and are they taking care of you every lap?
nobody.
What?
Nobody. No hand up.
Never
Wow.
going to Seattle. I mean, Salt
Never.
Lake. Never.
I
You
mean,
don't have the Mormons handing up sacrament or anything there.
You can teach
Just for
them.
bread and water.
At Single Speed Cyclocross World Championships, Jackie Baker ran the show there, or actually a lot of people. A lot of people ran the show, but Jackie in particular stands out. She was a sister wife, and she was the sister wife, and there was like the unholy sacrament. It was a Jello pool. It was a pool of Jello where you have to like
Ooh.
jump in and then jump out. And they had people, they had like these super badass old dudes in lederhosen, like running it like a hit. So throwing your bike on one side, and a lot of the time it was literally throwing your bike at these guys, and they handled it like pros, and they would like shuttle it through to the other side. So you just run through the Jello, and then they throw your bike back at you. And sometimes again, they would just throw it at you. It was great.
Right.
That sounds awesome.
I've heard.
You need to
I
step
had,
it
like,
up.
I had to bring my own hand up people and supplies to every other cyclocross race. But Single Speed Cyclocross World Championships 2019, St. George, Utah was good. Also, I don't know if it's going to happen this year. It would make a lot of sense if it doesn't, but hopefully they will defer it to 2021. Durango won the fry sauce. It was truly horrible. It was a fry sauce chugging contest. I think they were
Fry
chugging
sauce?
condoms. It was real weird. Fry sauce is ketchup and mayo, basically.
Okay.
And the Durango squad won that. So they won the bid for the next Single Speed Cyclocross World Championships.
And then the
Nice.
next morning.
Oh, man. I swear, I like woke up in a disaster zone and had lost every material possession I had except for my bike and my hammock. And I can't wait till I can do it all again in Durango.
See what you're missing, John, when you don't do cyclocross with us?
I know.
I need to get.
What the hell?
He's like, I'm never going to go ever.
What?
You can wear your
Fry sauce.
underwear, drink beer during a race, and
Sounds fun.
jump in a Jello pit.
I mean,
I would, I
you'd
would
be the guy
buy.
to bunny hop the barriers, right? Like somebody's got to do it.
What the
I
hell
love
is
the
that?
Jello pit idea. I think that
What's going on over here, Austin?
Awesome.
I've
Kitty
got
butt.
a cat. But
I thought maybe he
you
unzipped his
make a
pants there
mustache
for a
out of that
second.
tail.
We're getting an ass shot.
Oh, wow.
all right.
Yeah, so I hear the stories from Single Speed Worlds, and I would buy a single speed bike just to go and do something stupid with it, probably hurt myself badly. And then, of course, there was a really good story of when the TSA bus was in the middle of the course for
Yeah.
Single Speed Worlds with, I guess there were lady dancers, shall we say?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Portland, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
I would go through the middle of the bus for.
That was raunchy. It was a shortcut too. It was a shortcut on the course, but you had to chug a beer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
That sounds like what we do. We
These
just
are
don't
great
have-
ideas. No, I have never seen a shortcut. I would chug for a shortcut.
Oh yeah, totally. And I mean, in St. George, it was just if you wanted to take a shortcut, you could just kind of do it because. Yeah.
Because nobody really cares.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they gonna do about it? Like, take away my license?
Yeah. So is a bid, right, for single speed to be taken over by USAC, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that can't be.
No.
Is, is that a rumor? Because I could swear I read that.
You know, single speeders don't know how to read, so it'll never happen.
Yeah.
Waiver?
Fine print that.
Does waiver mean when
Or-
I've had too much to drink and I do
Maybe.
this?
They can try and take it over, but like they can make all the rules they want.
USO would die if they showed up to a single speed USA or single speed cyclocross. They would literally have a heart attack and die at the with their insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I kind of figured. And I could have sworn that I read that maybe someplace online, Cyclocross Magazine's online page or something. And I thought, I was really scratching my head just trying to think, how is that going to work? So there won't be beer and there won't be half nakedness and
There
or
won't
full
be
nakedness.
beer. There won't be
Yeah.
the random stops to somebody gives you mushrooms in the woods. You know, there's none of that.
I don't even
Yeah,
want to
because
know
we don't
about
have
that.
woods.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see me naked. So
At single speed cyclocross worlds,
Hey,
also,
if you put that little apron on, then it's
Oh.
kind of like
Yeah.
Jim when he wore the super girl cape, and he was like half naked.
what's going on with that? Adam, can you?
That parrot was at one point zip tied to somebody's handlebars as part of a pirate
Okay.
costume.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay. There's
That
no
was-
eye patch.
There used to be an eye patch in there.
Okay. Oh, I think didn't Alejandro wear this last year?
Alejandro,
Yeah.
That is like a
Oh.
Yeah.
size extra small.
Yeah,
and
it smells.
Alejandro looked so good in it.
It smells like Alejandro still.
Pulled it off. Yeah. Pulled it off and peeled it off.
I may sleep in this tonight. I haven't looked in this box yet until this evening. So
Oh man.
I have a whole costume box at home I can bring for the next race.
you should. Yeah, I'm feeling some Peg Bundy-ness going on with this.
I think my kids are finally tired of dressing up too.
No.
Oh yeah, that really smells like Alejandro. Okay.
You're supposed to wash that stuff, like once a year.
It'll probably clog up my my washing machine. I don't know if this is a Pharaoh outfit. Is that what?
Yeah, that's actually I was a prophet. I was a prophet in that at one point. Or a wise man or something. It was some like really fucked up sacrilegious spin on it that I did one year.
You can't say that, Adam.
I'm sorry. It was a hecked up thing.
There's no cursing
Yeah,
on
you're
this
probably
show.
being censored. You know that, right?
Bleep it all out and edit it so I look bad. That's all I ask.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
My friend was in Australia and he did a YouTube video and then about how he might have been around some people exposed to corona. And then he went to go get on a Virgin Airline flight and they red flagged him and said, "You can't fly. We saw your YouTube video."
What? Really?
ooh,
Wow.
And
Like,
then they banned him from Virgin, and it was the only airline that was still flying out of Australia to the U.S. So he got stuck there.
my
Oh,
anaconda don't.
Gotta
like
watch out what
me.
you say
got
online.
Buns, son. All right.
I'm waiting for antibody testing before I take a flight anywhere. Personally,
And wait longer because I said it's only about 50% accurate right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam, I think that maybe.
I'm one of the maybe crazy people who am like I think I really did already have it. I probably shouldn't say this on video. I'm gonna eat these words later. I spent a whole bunch of time. I skied for the first time this last season, so I spent all my time at the resorts, and I got like horribly ill, really like in late February, early March, and got everybody in my life horribly ill as well. And And yeah, I'm just like, I want that antibody testing. I want to know if I had it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my sister got sick twice, tested negative for COVID, did an antibody test, still was negative. And she's a nurse that was sick twice. I think I think they're rushing these tests, so they're not accurate enough to truly know if you had it or not. So
I think that COVID may have started in Adam's hair. I don't know that for sure, but science will prove it.
it might be in there someplace.
I have no idea.
But we're not talking about that tonight.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
yeah. That's too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's calls for a drink because I brought it up.
Boom. Y'all fill in real quick because I got to do a reload, but I'm not touching that Triple Crown. I think I'm actually going to step right over that for a
I feel
Japanese
like between
whiskey.
you and Austin, you are reloading every 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know to bring two?
I already
forgot
got
the glass. I'll be back. Y'all carry on.
If I had to, I'd be out. Unfortunately.
Jim, are you talking to me in that comment there?
What? Oh,
Did you tell him?
Dave
so
Callahan.
Adam,
Yo, what's up?
I was
DC.
going to try to figure out how to share screen here for actually one of my favorite moments in sport, which was me, you, and Tyson at the end of Pace Bend
Oh my
in
God!
2016.
Well, tell us about it.
That is the best finish I've ever had in a race. Like that was the best, most competitive, and most contested finish I think I've ever had in a race, and I'm including all of the driveway nonsense. Like, okay, yeah. So it was a single speed race.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, single
Probably
speed, and three of us.
And
You
it was
couldn't-
like 4 years ago, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, 2016, I think, was
Yeah.
that year. And all three of us, I mean, I can remember coming to the downhill to the finish, and I can see Tyson, then I see you, and I'm like, oh, fuck, there's a chance.
All right,
And so we all.
say here. So when you were at the top of that hill, I had been alone for 30 minutes. I was
we've
like,
all been
I'm
alone
off
for
front.
so
I've
long.
got this thing in the bag, and I like turn onto the paved road. Okay, so and I've actually I don't know that I've heard your entire story. So you're at the top of the hill. You're coming down toward Tyson.
Right. I'm coming towards Tyson, and I'm like, okay, no brakes. If I just carry this, and I'm like coming down, and I look up, and I'm like, shit, there's Adam. It's all of us. All of a sudden, because we've all been alone for fucking the whole race, and then it was, we all kind of hit the pavement pretty much at the same time and started to sprint.
And it was a single speed mountain bike sprint. Like it was probably like 200 meters of single speed mountain bike sprint.
Which is really funny because everybody's doing like 230 RPM.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like a gold sprint.
Yeah. That's what it felt like. It was heart rate just like up through the top of your head. It was, yeah, that was a good one.
So who had the legs? How did it go?
Who won?
It
came down, I think it came down to the person that chose the hardest gear at the beginning of the race. Because once
was
we
it
all
spun out?
evened out, oh God. So I was 32.20, Tyson was 32.18, and you were 32.16, I think.
16, yep.
Wow.
And so as we hit the road, it was like, we're even, and then it just like gradually over a second.
Yeah. It was like after everybody had been alone for, it was what, an hour and 40 minutes or something? Like how long was that race? I remember Pace Bend.
That. It was long. It was a 26 mile, 27, 28, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty chunky out there.
Oof.
Uh,
That sounds
yeah.
awesome.
like all that time, and then we all come together right at the finish line, and it was like a bike length between the three of us. It seemed like.
Are you allowed to do a bike throw in mountain biking? Is that legal?
I think we all tried.
Yes,
Yeah.
but only if you have baggies on.
Right.
Dude, that's one thing. I had never ridden in baggies really until I moved here, and I felt like such a Fred the first time I went out and rode trails with people. I like showed up in like roadie lycra, and I got weird looks. You got to have baggies out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
People will straight up snub you if you don't look like an enduro bro.
Huh.
Also, I got a full bike, and I'm an enduro bro now.
You got a what bike?
I got a full squish. I got a Scott Ransom. It's a 160,
Nice.
170 shred
Nice.
sled.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Thing's terrifying.
And is it like pretty rocky, pretty hairy out that way?
Man, at first, the trails that most people ride out here are like super basic coming from hill country.
Okay.
Like it feels groomed, but that's just the way the dirt is out here.
Okay.
And so I had to go looking for rocks because I was like, I need some chunk in my life,
That sounds like my kind of place. I like groomed.
It's fun. It's fun, but also the reality of it is your mixed use trails, you're gonna smoke a pedestrian if you're really having any fun out there. Like
Yeah.
you get going, you go around a corner, it's like you're 20 miles up on the mountain, there's some dude hiking with his baby in a backpack, and it's like,
You slam into them. Oh, it happens here all the time
yeah. So
right now.
I
Yeah.
started looking for the real chunky stuff, and it's out there.
With
It's out
bear
there,
spray?
and I'm looking for trails that
Chunk.
people don't.
Wait, are there bears out that way? I guess there
Yeah.
probably are, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
moots are more of a problem than the bears, though.
Yeah. It's the dad
dads
with the papoose.
babies.
Yeah.
Dude, a moose will take your ass out,
Oh,
like
Sick.
scary.
not look
Mm.
back. Yeah, no joke. You can smell them from like 200 meters away.
Stomping your ass.
Yeah,
But are they as bad as Texas mosquitoes? Really? Yeah.
that's a numbers game. That's like, would you rather take one human-sized chicken or 500? I don't know, whatever the other thing is. Bear poop with bells and a Jim Hungerford.
Nope.
Rattlesnakes. Oof. Okay, it's rattlesnake season. That's they're out here
Is that the real deal?
in the mountains. I learned you flee rattlesnake season by moving farther and farther up. So you just go up in elevation until to where it's slightly too cold for them,
Yeah.
and then when they reach the top, you get onto the bottom and it's too hot for them, and you avoid them entirely.
You just pass them really fast on the way down.
Yeah.
So it sounds like everybody's got a party at your house. We're going to come and crash and do our gravel, and we'll teach them how to do cyclocross the right way.
Yeah, let's show a big cyclocross
a
party.
little bit of
Cooler
mountain bike.
beer, hand up, some cinnamon toast crunch shots.
Yes.
That sounds awesome.
Well, there's supposed to be some big companies kind of in the Salt Lake area, right?
Oh yeah. It's
I mean, there's Rotor, and then who else is out that
I
way?
think Supercash is out here. The big Specialized and Scott offices are out here, and there's a whole bunch.
So is there representation at these races? I mean, it's because it's so close. They just, whoever's the CEO or something just pops up with a canopy, throw some dough at it, or I don't know.
Yes and no. It's kind of weird. Utah has a lot of cyclists and not a great cycling scene. Coming from Austin, people just do their own thing, and that's fine generally. But for something like a cross race, it's I want to see everybody come together for it. So something that I've over the last season definitely tried to at least get the Rotor squad out there as many things as I could, and
Yeah.
hope to see more of that if bike races are ever a thing again.
They better be.
Is your squad out there cross or gravel or mountain bike, or what's your group that you work with? What's it mostly?
Yes.
So, Michael Zanetti is one of the dudes, and he's like former, he had his pro license. He is a super skilled mountain biker who like stepped back from more of the NAR and also happens to have like freakish fitness levels. So he'll just tow me around all day. He'll be like, "Oh, you want to go take some KOMs?" And then just like tow me through them and pull off. And I like take it very and he also just like runs marathons for fun. He's one of those people.
All right.
And then Joel, one of the other guys I'm working with, he's his Instagram handle is Roadie Joel. So,
okay. Enough said.
yeah, he's I mean, it's Roadie Joel for the road beers more than for the actual bikes, but like
Yeah, you're like better now.
road bike. And then Lori, who's the boss, she rides everything, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
So she'll just ride everything, but I just try and do my part to like make everybody in the office a little bit uncomfortable. So when we go on road rides, I take them on as much nasty gravel and single track as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody's set up on road tubeless now, so I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
this is a single track descent. Get in the drops, get ready. But they hate me for it. I love it.
Good. Heard him. So you got to bring the crew down this way then. So we're going to have something. I feel it. We're going to, by October, I want to put the 6-shooter and the Cross of Ages on. So
I'll be there.
let's get some Salt Lake City down here, and then 10 of y'all can take it back up that way and show them.
Training event.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Exactly.
I live in somebody's basement, but I have a fold-out couch.
Is it your grandma?
It is not my grandma.
That doesn't surprise me. I shouldn't have even coughed. I mean, really, that does not surprise me, Adam. Carry on. Sorry.
So I got basements in here, and I live in one. But it's super spacious. I've got like 700 square feet, and I've got this fold-out couch and a really nice floor that's heated in the winter. So however many people are willing to sleep on a fold-out couch and a floor are welcome up here. And actually, I was really looking forward to it. I was going to go down for NABS in Dallas and then bring a little bit of the Rotor Squad to Austin, hit up some races there.
Should, man. Let's do
We
it.
can put them up. We don't have to sleep in a basement. We don't have those, so you can sleep first floor couch.
Yeah,
People love it. People love my enthusiasm about basements. It's completely new to me when I moved out here.
Yeah.
my grandma has a little basement room that you can stay at when you come back to Austin. It'll feel right at home for you. So
That's real sweet, Brett. I appreciate it.
I have never seen a basement in Texas. I have to see this.
I found a house.
I grew up in Minnesota.
Texas with one.
You did? Okay.
Really?
I grew up in Minnesota. It was
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
standard.
buy it.
Was
I
it
love basements.
okay, Austin? Was it a basement or was it a bug out?
It was an actual basement.
It's a bomb
There probably
shelter.
is. There
Bomb
probably
shelter.
is a bug out basement somewhere. But I was like,
Tornado
we're
shelter.
looking through pictures, trying to find a place. So we're, looking for a place for my daughter to live at while she goes to school. So we're looking through Zillow, and I'm like, there's a basement.
Yeah.
I need this. It's in Texas and a basement. I love basements.
They're cool, man. They're super cool. And also, I need to clarify, mine is a walk-up. I have windows. So I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I'm an elite basement dweller.
that impresses all the ladies.
That's actually required so you can get out just in case of fire.
Well, it makes me feel special.
So when the water starts pouring in, it has some place to get back out again.
Oh, it's the mountains, man. Water just flows out. It flows downhill.
No, I'm thinking we need, a little bit of cross culture. We'll definitely come crash on your couch, but let's get some let's get some Northy down here and show them what's what, because
Yeah.
we work pretty hard for a cross. Well, of course, Adam, you should be telling everybody up there that way anyway. But
Well, I've been spreading the gospel.
sweet. And so, would you be doing single speed cross or geared?
Say what?
Single speed or geared cross?
Well, okay, so I mean, once I get this Terlingua built up, I'll have options.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yes,
actually-
you will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the flyover as my current. I'm gonna have 2 Thai cross bikes, which is
Oh, I hate you.
highly impractical. But I'm gonna keep one as a flat bar everything cruiser, and then one as like a drop bar, super aggressive, try and tear stuff up bike. And so the drop bar version will be the Chumba, and that one will probably be single speed a lot of the time.
Now that you're gainfully employed, do any of your bikes, are they covered in stickers?
Oh yeah, I have my commuter bike, of course. My commuter bike is a 1986 Raleigh Technium,
Boom.
glued together tubing by
Mhm.
Boeing in
Nice.
1986, and it's covered in bumper stickers, and it's a single speed with a basket.
Nice.
Nice.
I've got one of those frames
So is that
in the shed, believe it or not, and that's when Nationals came to Zilker. One of the shops donated that frame to me, and then we took a handlebar, and wrapped it in some tape so that we could make a big cowbell or whatever on the side of the course.
That's probably the best use for one of those frames.
It probably is.
every like bump, I feel like the tubes are going to separate. But
Oh shit.
That's good glue in there. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, like
so I was wondering if that also doubled as your car.
I do have a car.
Good comeback.
Effectively, yes. I have a little 1998 Ford Ranger that I
Nice.
love with all my heart, and it brought me all the way out here. It towed the U-Haul the whole way. There
Nice.
wasn't a whole lot in it, but it was, I have a truck. I drive it like twice a month.
Well, I get it. That's why I was kind of a joke, because living here, we rarely drive anywhere.
Yeah, no, there's no need. The valley's
No.
flat too.
Yeah, and we
Don't worry,
either walk
Andy,
to the
right
grocery
away.
store, or we rarely. Well, we did that in Austin. We only had one car between the two of us in Austin, really. So, I mean, it's so easy to load up your bike and run your errands, or drop your car off and then just ride your bike home and wait for them to finish. Or I think a car is becoming less and less necessity
Totally.
Except for those days when it's
If you-
101.
if you have a bike with a basket.
And okay, the basket bike, and also I will say, if anybody here do you guys know Hanson Little?
No.
Yeah.
So Hanson, it's Realm Dark Label is his bag company, but Hanson was like, also by the way, Andy, I will not cover the Chumlin stickers, don't worry. Hanson was
I
like,
will give you stickers to cover it in.
oh god.
Then it's okay.
Chumba, 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 chumba.
So this dude Hanson, he's like a Austin BMX badass from back in the day. He was like a childhood hero of mine, and then got to like actually ride bikes with him a lot as I grew up. And he started a bag company, Realm Dark Label.
Okay.
The
There.
best bag.
Super rad. And as like a farewell gift, he knew I had the basket bike and I was taking it with me. He gave me one of his basket bags, and it extends to like 3 times the volume of a walled basket. I
Yeah.
use that for all my grocery shopping and everything, and it's like the main reason I never drive my truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like,
Is that what you have, Austin?
Yes.
Your hip pack or whatever it is?
The hip pack / bar bag is
Oh yeah,
my,
those are
my
great.
absolute favorite bag.
Is that where you keep
That's
your
all.
flask?
My
That's where the flask goes?
That's where it keeps everything.
that's where everything goes.
So
It's a
Johnny,
nice bag.
you're close to grocery stores. Do you bike there, or do you walk, or do you drive?
I mostly drive because I don't go very often. So when I do go, I have a ton of stuff I'm getting.
Yeah.
So I loaded up in the back of the truck. But
You wait 2 weeks.
yeah, I try to
Yeah.
go as little as possible. But I've been doing curbside lately.
Oh yeah,
I've never-
curbside's the
yeah.
best. Yeah.
So that's I probably won't
That's
go
the
back
move.
unless I'm. The only thing is curbside doesn't like. Laura likes a particular wine,
I know.
and they don't offer it curbside. You got to go in to get it. So,
Yeah, but curbside's pretty damn nice. You just
it's
go on
damn
your
nice.
computer, put
Yeah.
what you want, they put it in your truck, you go
I
home.
love it. I love it. But yeah,
I went to the grocery store tonight and I bought a 2-liter soda, but you have to buy 4 2-liters to get the deal. And then I wanted a watermelon because it was on sale. And after I got all this stuff, I was texting Noel going, you got to come with 2 extra bags and 4
Yeah.
arms. 'Cause I got way too much stuff
what
to carry
happened to
home
me.
tonight.
I got like
a little
6
carried
bags
away.
every
Yeah.
time I come out.
All of that would have fit inside Adam's basket bag, I'm pretty sure.
No way. No.
It goes on forever. You'd be shocked. It's like
That's good.
this basket bag is like an article from the Harry Potter universe or something. Like you just put things in and it keeps on going. You'd feel
I
like
want to see it. I want to see it.
That's
Why
the
not?
bike that you rode for the single speed driveway, right? The whole
no,
Wicked
that was
Witch of the
actually-
West one.
look at this beautiful bag.
Hang on, let's see.
Yeah, there we
let's
go.
hang on. There we go.
Oh, that's killer.
Dude.
Is that waterproof?
Yeah, you really
What?
could put 4
Waterproof?
2 liters in a watermelon in there.
That's awesome.
It's the Blammo.
Sweet. Okay, maybe
yeah.
I should get one of those on the front of my Focus cross bike.
Huh?
You should.
I thought you meant Focus like Ford Focus at first. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, you know,
Yeah, those will fit a bag.
that bag would carry as much as a Ford Focus. Yeah.
Enough zip ties. Honestly, you can put a basket on anything. So I'm not here to judge. I'm just here.
Oh, that was so tasty. I'm gonna have to have a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
What is that, Brett? What is
So-
that?
Wait.
Oh, it's a
To-
Japanese
Kabuki?
whiskey.
It's a Japanese whiskey. It is
I love
clear. It's
Japanese
water. And when I first poured it out, I was really nervous, just thinking, yeah, it's just not gonna have. I don't
No,
know if
that's
you can tell, but there's like no color to this at all.
Oh,
And
I
thought,
can see the
it's
color.
it's just
You
not
can't
gonna be
fool a
good.
non-whiskey drinker.
Well,
I'm a
compare that
Japanese
to the
drinker.
color of the Triple
No.
Crown, which does clearly have color. But yeah, so I was nervous, but it's there's a bunch of really good Japanese whiskeys out there. So boom,
There is.
I'm on it
So-
tonight.
So Brett, tell me
Hmm.
what's new, or when are we going to see racing again? I need something. You know what I did last night? I
Okay.
went to dinner.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
I went to dinner and I
you did
sat
sit
down at a
down.
table and I
Sit
ordered and I had a margarita
Really?
and it was like woohoo.
And how many people were in the restaurant?
I didn't go in the restaurant. I only sat outside.
Oh, patio
No.
stuff.
Nobody. You could eat inside if you wanted, but it was such a nice night. Here was like 60. Everybody sitting outside.
Okay.
It was beautiful, but it was kind of funny because we sat down. We're like, "Oh, this is so nice." And then these guys show up and they're like, "Wow, our first time out. This is so cool. We get to order chips and salsa and margaritas." And the guys next to us were as totally stoked as we were. Yeah, it was
Where'd
so
you go?
awesome. So it made me excited that we're getting back to real life again. So I want to know when we're going to get back to real racing again.
Yeah, well, let me preface what I'm going to say with the cross or gravel stuff with I did my first eat out dinner. It was this past weekend. We had a pretty good May. One daughter was accepted into like the Junior Honor Society. Also made the dance team for 8th grade, and my younger daughter was accepted into like a accelerated math program where as a 6th grader she's going to be taking starting off with 8th grade math. So we're like, yay, everybody's doing really good. Let's go out to eat.
Math program
Yeah.
where the 6th grader
So-
she's going to be starting
What
off.
is that?
What is
Back.
that?
Oh, that was me on feedback. But anyway,
That was me. Sorry.
so we went out to eat and had sushi. Really enjoyed it. I think
Nice.
there were 4 tables of people seated. They had no patio or anything like that. But
Yeah.
we hadn't had sushi in forever, and I just wasn't ready to break down for a HEB store sushi.
Yeah,
But it was very pleasant. So it did feel kind of normal. It was weird with a waiter coming up and wearing a mask. We didn't wear a mask just because how are you going to eat and do all that? So
Yeah.
So with that said, congrats to my daughters. I had to throw that in.
That's awesome, man.
Congrats.
Pretty happy. I've talked with NABRA. They have given us the clearance to do these creative little gravel events that we've been talking about. So I'm currently waiting for clearance from the county authorities just so that they are aware of what we're going to be doing. Now, they won't be full-on races like with 50 of us, 100, 200 people at a start line starting off. But it is the test bed, and we're going to do really intelligent safety measures with no touch and blah, blah, blah. So stay tuned because I'm excited that this will be the first little baby steps into doing something, right? And what we'll be doing with masks and all that, I can't absolutely say yet. But but
have you ever
everybody's-
seen a gravel event that nobody has hugged anybody else at?
It's going to be weird, right? It's going to be weird.
I've seen some real
Yeah,
creative going down.
give a little. I like the idea of just a little because even though there's like 10 of us there last night, we're all like, yay, we're doing it though. It's so fun.
I
It's
see
like,
humans.
exactly. We're like, well, we're sitting with other people and, and I just to get back to a little bit of normalcy was so nice.
Yeah. I don't suspect that we're going to have the test and all that kind of stuff and the vaccine. So I think we're all going to have to be big people, big grown up people, and well, except for Adam, but and just do what we're going to do.
I think we can get him on his
The only reason that I ever dig on you is because you're one of my favoriteest people in the whole wide world. So take that with all the love that I'm sending across the interwebs to you.
It's funny to see Leslie and Adam with daylight in the background because it's straight dark. It's straight dark.
Yeah.
It's so dark here.
We got an hour a day like
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Like, that is so crazy. And the storm, look at that. That is stunning.
I'm
Dang,
dying.
you're not in a bad place
All right.
there.
That's enough. We're just gonna go ahead. That's enough of Leslie. Goodbye. So we're not even gonna let Adam go to his backyard because who knows what's back there.
We have to crawl out of the basement.
He's got windows. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he does have windows. Yeah,
There's
so
no
I'm
room for pump tracks, so the backyard's irrelevant.
I'm kind of excited. So this has been crossing my mind because bike shops are going absolutely banana cakes. I'm happy for the sponsors that we have because I'm hearing really good things from Bicycle Sport Shop and Mellow Johnny's both. They're like selling out of stuff, which is pretty cool. Assuming that isn't because they can't get anything new. I don't know.
No.
So is nothing coming in? Is that what you're hearing, Ron?
No, I'm hearing it's just a lot of traffic. It's a lot of
It's all
buying things.
going out.
I love that. And so I wanted to throw a challenge out to everybody that's listening, and then all four of y'all on the screen with me. But Jonathan Pass, who's with Cannondale, I was riding with him, and he says that we have a really unique opportunity right now with all of these cyclists that are digging out those 1990s mountain bikes and, maybe even running down to the store. I personally have fixed two of my neighbors' bikes that have been leaning up against a wall collecting dust forever and lubed up the cables and got everything working. So his idea and the challenge that he kind of put to me, and I want to put to everybody listening, all of us, is encourage those people. It's a real opportunity that if we want to grow this really cool community, whether you love cyclocross or if you love gravel or if you love mountain biking, roll up on those people even more than we probably would normally and just say like, oh, that's, badass, you're out here riding, or, don't throw that roadie cold shoulder and kind of like, you're riding in your jorts or something. That's my challenge because I think this is a really good opportunity.
So maybe I need to relist. I tried to give away a bike like 3 months ago. It was a
Oh.
decent steel road bike that I had for a while. It just needed to be,
I saw that. I saw you doing that.
no takers.
No
They
kidding.
will now. They
no,
will
and
now.
I'm like,
That's
you
crazy.
could put it on a trainer. You could do a lot of things with it. And I only put it out for Sport Shop because I was like, I wanted to, if I'm going to do it free, I wanted to go to somebody at least who know, and not somebody that's going to take it and sell it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
still sitting in
I
my
can't believe that. Seriously?
Well,
Yeah.
send me info because
Oh,
I'll
man.
find somebody
Yeah.
for it for sure.
Yeah.
I can
mean-
find somebody.
It was my favorite bike for a long time. I just don't like riding the roads anymore, and it just parts started breaking, and then I bought a cross bike.
What'd you get?
I think that's pronounced gravel.
No. It can go on the gravel, but its intended purpose is cross.
George-
That's,
Jorts are where it's at.
well, watch Google Trends on that one. That's every cross bike that you know is soon going to be a gravel bike. I think. And like,
I don't know. They're still trying to twist my arm, Adam. Tell me how great this gravel stuff is. Through the cow fields and.
I think that gravel is cross for roadies. And I want them both. But,
Yeah, but I was never a roadie.
I don't know, Brett. I don't know. Do you take umbrage?
Gravel is cross for roadies. That's it.
If you were to ask Austin, what the difference is between a gravel bike and a cross bike, he say the gravel bike just has a lot more stickers on it.
I don't
It's
know.
the same bike. I would race gravel on a
but-
cross bike, and I would do cross on a gravel bike. In fact, I did. I raced it on that Cannondale Topstone last year. I did a couple of cross races on
I
it.
do agree about that whole
I don't see a difference.
the gravel is the cross for roadies because it's like I ride on all these roads that I used to, when I was on a road bike, go, that looks like a horrible place to go ride a bike. And
Why
now
would you
it's like,
even do that?
wow, this is the most amazing place to ride a bike.
Yeah, I totally agree. The funny thing to me always about gravel is, yes, it can be the roadies that are like really putting hurt on people at the pointy end of a gravel race, the race part. But when it comes to the corners, I get a kick out of some of the people that just can't turn. And then you see a mountain biker come rolling right through that corner, jump
It's
out
a
in front.
thing. It's a thing.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one end of it's a real phenomenon.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Oh.
Blake got taken away.
He left his pizza in the oven. For the
Get the
last
whiskey quick.
hour.
Grab the
The
whiskey.
Naders. Oh, there he is.
Grab the whiskey.
We're all right.
Oh, before it gets too late,
Oh.
Leslie, someone
Oh,
saw
yeah,
me
baby,
all
you
excited
got
about
it.
yours. And for my birthday, this
Yes.
just arrived 2 days ago.
Is that what you had?
And I am so going to be shooting up some fly butt on this thing, man. I can't wait. This is the
Best.
it is the 2.0 model. So I don't know if that's like what you have, but I'm mighty excited. I'm going to be
Is that a-
breaking that out into the backyard tomorrow.
Sawed off pistol grip salt shotty. What are you looking at?
Yeah, it's like
It
it's
is.
like a shotgun for flies. You just fill it up with salt, and the salt pellets are like little shotgun pellets.
So if
Cool.
anybody was, if those folks that were
Evil
watching
man.
last week, I kept thinking that Leslie was having a water gun fight with somebody. No, that was 2 weeks ago in her backyard by the pool.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh man, I hope nobody squirts her laptop or whatever. And then finally she told us, no, I'm shooting flies. And so we had this long discussion about this. And here at the house, somebody was watching, and boom, this arrived on my birthday.
Got
So
one.
I'm
Good.
stoked.
You'll have so much fun with that.
I'm going to shoot Austin at the next gravel race. I'm just going to sit behind him and pew, pew.
Yeah, we could.
I'll
Actually,
have
that might be kind of fun
margarita.
at a crop.
Be like,
I feel like
salt for
Yeah.
the rim.
Do you need some salt for your margarita?
a tequila squirt gun, and then the salt fly shot.
Oh, see, that's why you're on this week, Adam. Yes, I like the way you think, man. It's beautiful. Don't drink and shoot yourself. Wait, no, don't.
I mean,
I don't know.
As long as it's the gun, you know, it's kind of the idea, right?
Definitely. Well, we're closing in. Actually, we cruised right past an hour.
Yep.
Wow. It's always going fast. So I don't know. Let's anything anybody wants to throw in? Last cool thoughts. Anything?
Troublemaker thing coming up.
Ooh, pick Adam. What?
Teacher. We're the Troublemaker Squad has used this time. Everybody's been working on like creative things, and so I didn't even think about this until just now. Glad you said something. Yeah, we're gonna do like a zine sort of thing. Basically, it'll be the first annual.
Can you elaborate for us old folks what a zine thing is?
It's a zine like a MAGA zine.
I'm actually asking for John. I know what it is,
Yeah,
but
I'm
know what it
asking
is.
for Austin.
Okay.
I'm probably the oldest one here.
I know what a zine is.
Right.
Come on.
Be
so
like
carry on.
bike related art and stories and whatever else. So yeah, the inaugural.
Inaugural? Cool.
Um,
So what everybody from Troublemaker is going to be pitching in a little something, or they're reaching out to people? What?
So it's just kind of like a little. A few of us have kind of been doing art projects and things on the side, and like the Arkansas High Country race, a whole bunch of people did a while back. And they did like a write up and kind of a race report on that one back from. And that was the thing. It's an 1,100 mile gravel race through the high country of Northwest Arkansas.
Wow.
That's badass.
Like real gnarly, a lot of cool stuff. I'm doing some watercolors for that one is the plan. We'll see how that goes.
I did not peg you as a watercolor artist. Okay. All right.
Not a good one.
Look at his hair. He has artistic hair.
Yeah.
That's just not mountain biking hair. It goes twofold.
Little
Yeah,
fluffy tails.
thank you.
Little happy trees.
Have you seen my son's hair?
No, I have not.
It's
so-
like yours, but a little bushier and brown.
All right.
So how will this all come together? Like what's it going to look like? What is happening?
So yeah, it'll just be like a little hard copy booklet kind of thing, and distribution to be announced. Everything is I think. Oh shit! My computer is about to die.
No.
So you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, details to be announced probably on troublemakercycling.com, and I don't know. Also, I guess I'll hit you up, Brett, and I'll let you know.
What do you got here, Austin? Wait, hang on a second. What was that? What happened? What was that?
I was just dropping a little Troublemaker out there.
Hell yeah,
It'll be
man.
fun.
I'm
Nice.
definitely not cool enough for Troublemaker, or probably not young enough, actually, or cool enough. But I love that crew, and I love what they were bringing to our cross races. They picked up the flag and absolutely ran with it at the cyclocross races for the single speed awards.
Dude,
Adam,
we
you
had-
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Austin's knowing what I'm talking about.
The very
so-
first time when we went out there, we were just like, "Hey, Brett, can we award like people for random stuff?" And you're like,
Can we give
I think it was
people
Centerville.
shit?
Yep.
Fucking A. Yeah.
all the like best crash awards and stuff, and totally arbitrary. Oh, that was a blast.
I loved it because there were a couple of people that came down for Dallas on the women's race. It's dog butt.
Oh God.
And they just didn't get it. Like it was a broken Brooks saddle, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
And it was partially done crossword puzzles, which I think is awesome because you get that, take that home and do half the work and get all the glory. But yeah, so as I say, Troublemaker just picked up the torch and absolutely ran with it where TSA had stopped. I love it. So yeah, are you going to be coming back down for cross this fall if we can get things going?
I hope so.
Yeah, because I didn't know you were coming this past
I don't
October.
I don't have dental coverage right now, and like I need to get like an annual checkup. So I'll probably go to Mexico soon anyway.
Get one of
Yeah,
those rubber
Mexico
guards.
is great for that.
I might, well, after I go to Mexico, I might as well swing through Texas on my way home.
Good
Yeah,
thing that
okay.
you moved to Salt Lake, which is much closer to Mexico.
The commute's a little longer to get my billing down, but you know, yeah. Utah's not bad. We've got mountains, just not dental coverage.
Well, so if you're going to come down, just wear one of those little rubber mouth guards like they give to football players. You'll be fine, man.
Yeah.
I was going to say this story earlier when I was looking for a couple of creative pictures to put you on the promo thing. And I came across a video, it's probably on your Facebook page, where it was one of those alley cat, like somebody's backyard cyclocross race but you were on a flat bar mountain bike, I don't know what. And you were going over, I think, a teeter-totter. And it looked like you were trying to ride over either a 2x4 or probably a 2x6. And I was watching that and just going, that is so stupid, right? Because, I mean, whatever.
Derek Hansen is the dude to thank for that total liability.
Because I broke bones just watching that. And then I was thinking, like, how many people actually lost teeth on that little maneuver?
Only Derek and I tried it.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I think that Derek and I were the only people to do it.
I don't know if there's anybody on this screen besides you that is going to try and ride a 2x4 across a teeter-totter. And it was laid across like almost a barrel or something.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You're going to do that, Austin?
A 2x4?
Yeah.
Just a second.
Oh, no. Wait, so
Let's
since
see if I can do this one.
the original, Derek actually made an updated version. It's like a super
share that.
ladder
I
bridge
know how to do that.
over the big spool.
It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the original version was tame in comparison to the new one. I haven't hit the new one yet. It's terrifying. That's like the one that you saw, I think.
Yeah.
The new one is that scaled up another 200%.
Death guaranteed if you don't get it right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely need to get to Mexico and get like some dental work and make sure you have those little football player rubber mouth guards before you come back to Austin.
That's the truth, man. That or, Dr. Greg Eckert DDS. I will never, ever forget it.
Heck yeah. Huh. I tried to share a picture, but
Well, anybody else want to throw anything out there before we do this? We call it a Wednesday, number 5. We won't ask Leslie or her dog. Anybody? John, you riding this weekend?
Good. Oh, this weekend?
Yeah.
Hopefully if it dries out enough for us to
Hey,
get out on the dirt.
it sounds like a gravel weekend then, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay.
And
Maybe
if that doesn't
Austin?
happen, let's get together.
Austin, what do you say? Maybe we make it we can't get Leslie to come back, and Adam, he's not going to make it in time on his single speed down here, but
if there's a tailwind, he might. You never
maybe
know.
a gravel weekend. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'll throw that invite out there. I've got two gravel routes that I want to recon. I haven't set wheels on before. I've just only done it on
really?
map. So if anybody wants to be a guinea pig, you let me know.
Is it near Bastrop?
No.
Huh.
No.
Okay.
It's secret
Right.
squirrel
I need to-
handshake stuff.
I need to end up in Bastrop on Saturday, but
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well, we'll figure out something. Well, I've had a great time with y'all. Adam, huge thanks,
Fun.
man.
Thank you.
We
Yeah,
seriously
Adam.
enjoyed talking with you, and tell
Thanks for my fill-in.
tell the
Hit me
adults
up.
upstairs. Thanks for letting you use the downstairs for talking with us this evening.
Yeah.
It's been a good time, y'all. Thanks for having me.
That was super
Adam.
fun.
Awesome
Thanks
bet.
to
everybody
meet you.
for joining us.
Well, hey Texas, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all's hysterical comments. Jim really tapered off there at the end. I don't know, maybe his fingers got tired. But until next week, I think we're doing this next week. Are we? Yeah, let's do it next week. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see y'all soon. Bye, Texas. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Thanks, Adam. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to
Cheers
meet
to
you, man.
Cross.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.